Got a little bit of a late start to the video this week. It's already Tuesday afternoon. I have been working on things though. I've got a lot of body work done on the Integra. The Integra is the only car I didn't show you guys in the very first video. I do have a 2000 Integra. It's a GSR. Does have a JDM front on it. Well, it used to. This is the current state of the car here. It's in about 9 million pieces. As of a couple days ago though, the doors and hatch were on it, attached to it. The hood was kind of sitting over there, which is not currently. All those things are actually being prepped for paint finally. This has been like a 2-year project that I started and just not capable of finishing myself. So I'm paying a few friends and their friends, I suppose, to finish painting it for me, just so I can get the project done, so I can enjoy the car. Like I said, it was JDM front. The front bumper's there. I completely refinished the headlights. They're up here on the shelf covered in painter's tape so that they stay scratch free and whatnot. I had all the subframes powder coated. On the screen on the camera here, it looks kind of blue, but it's like a tealish metallic. I've got all kinds of parts done. Like here's the retrailing arms, those are also that same teal color. Like even when as far as powder coating the splash guards for the brakes, those are silver. The lower control arms are silver. Did the oil pan, did a bunch of parts. There's tons and tons of parts that I had powder coated. It's going to be really nice when it's finished. I do have a K-Series engine for it, like I said. This is a K24 also, just like what's in the Em1. It's got a eBay Teriyaki Tornado on this one. Like I said, I have a precision turbo for the other one. I said, didn't ball out quite as much. Otherwise, stock engine. It's got the RBC cam gear, so it's a 50 degree VTC, as well as a RSX oil pump, so it doesn't starve for oil at high RPM. And then down there, I do have the RSX trans that came with the car. I did take that apart and put an M factory limited slip. I haven't driven it since then, so I hope it works. It should. But all these parts have just been sitting here for the last couple years, and that's a lot of money to be sitting around, I suppose. Like I said, the car is in a pretty sad state currently. There's parts everywhere on the inside. I went through and shaved a lot of the holes in the engine bay. Just a very few holes are left. Like this one here will be for the charge pipe and the windshield washer reservoir. That's for the engine harness there. And then obviously the throttle cable and brake master cylinder, clutch master cylinder. But there was a lot of other holes. Like this used to be a big old hole here. This will be for the wiring harness for the headlights. I left those holes on both sides just so that's easy to pass through. The harness is a little covered in primer, which sucks, but I've got the wires tucked in through the door harness here. That way there's no wires into the bay that go to the headlights, the fan, the horn, things like that. Ideally I'm going to try and tuck the cruise control up here. I already kind of ran the wiring. I just haven't put the actual plug on it yet for that. But hopefully that'll work out, and if not, I guess worst case I won't have cruise control. I'll get some videos later on in the week sanding on some of this stuff. We've got the doors, hood, and trunk nearly ready for maybe their final block and then paint, I would say. I'm going to bring the fenders with me on the next trip. We're going to try and get those ready for paint, and then finally bring the car itself over there and get that prepped for paint. It's going to be quite a process, and obviously another few weeks will work easily, which is fine. I get some more content out of it. On the way to go sand on the Integra, let's do a pull.
One video I had people all calling from the trailer park.
Oh, I
one or two times.
Nice. So we did a little block sanding on the hood today. This is the second block. I tried said we're going to do 4, and there's just a couple little spots that I'll have to take care of. And then JJ was working on the trunk a little bit. It's getting closer. There's definitely another block session or 2 on that one, and I think 1 more on the doors. They're looking really good though. Just a couple little spots here and there that we're going to have to fill in. I did fill all the molding holes and all that stuff too. So it'll be more Type R-ish, but still have a sunroof, which is, I kind of like it. Some people like the slick top, like Tommy F, yeah, but
I think the sunroofs are nice to an extent. Yeah, it's turned out really good. I'll update you guys some more maybe in the next video. I don't know if there'll be any more in this video. It's kind of slow process, working 50 to 60 hours a week and then trying to record on top of it.